Hello Amazon.com, it's me, Beau, who today we're gonna be a meteorologist and we're gonna put our receiver out here. It says 71.4 degrees, as you can see, and we're gonna run on inside and see how hot it is outside and see how it changes. So, in case you're wondering, this is from Protmex, and I have gone through and I have set all the functions on there. It's kind of a pain setting everything, simply because you have to scroll through. You hold down set and then you go up and then down and you continue. But just remember, as long as you have two AA batteries in the back of this thing, which they are not included, but be sure to put them in there so that you know that when you unplug this, it won't reset everything. So if I were to unplug this right there, you'll see that it goes dark. You can still kind of see the numbers on there. And if you want to light it up, you simply just kind of push that right there and it lights up for 10 seconds and then it goes away to conserve battery life. But if you're like me, it's probably going to be plugged in the entire time, which we're just going to kind of see if we can see a little port over there right on the side. And in we go. There we go. And now it is on. Alright, as for outside temperature, as you can see, it's just changing right there. It does take a little bit. As you can see, it's been out there for about 90 seconds and it's finally changing. But the inside, that is the inside right here in this very room, it is, as you can see, 80.5 degrees Fahrenheit, and you can easily change it with one button in the back from Celsius to Fahrenheit. And as you can see, 72 outside. That's because the little receiver was right next to our air conditioning unit. I wanted to get it really, really cold before throwing it outside. And I went through and I changed the little atmospheric pressure, that's inches per mercury or inches in mercury. I don't know, I'm not a meteorologist, but I did set that according to what I could find on the internet in our local area. So now I don't have to refer to the internet or my phone when I am checking the weather. I simply walk by and I see the time, I see the date, I can even see the phases of the moon, which I'm not really sure why you would need to know that information, but basically take a quick little glance and be like, all right, to 80 degrees inside and 72.2 outside. Wow, that is pretty warm inside. I better cool it down. As for, I already mentioned the batteries in the back. The two AA batteries are also synonymous with outside as well, the little receiver outside, that transmitter. So be sure to have 4 total AA batteries on hand when you get this thing. So overall, I do give this a 5 out of 5 stars. There is a little mounting bracket right there. Simply get a screw and then put it in the wall, and then it could mount like so. For my purposes, I'm not going to mount it on the wall simply because the cord is only about 3 or 4 feet in length. And so I'm just going to actually put this right by my bedside table with this thing popped out like so. And then I will be able to tell exactly what temperature it is. Oh, wow. Oh, hey, Penny, what are you doing with the kitty? Can you put the kitty down, please? There you go. Yes, be gentle to poor Splat. All right, back to the review. Poor cat. Anyway, I hope that this is helpful in determining whether or not this thing is right for you. I would say the only downside to this thing is the angle. You have to pretty much look at it from a straight-on angle. If you go above like this, you can't really see it very well. It kind of does this weird jumbled type. Let me see if I can get the angle quite right. So we're walking along about right there. You see how it's kind of bizarre? And that's just at a few angles. So you really have to get kind of dead on in order to see it correctly. So that, I would say, is the only downside. Lastly, last fun little feature, you'll see that something is flashing right there. See that? 73.5 degrees. That's because they have an alert function. And I went through on the back and I set it to alert me when it reaches 73 degrees. So as you can see, it is blinking right there, and so when I walk by and glance at it, it's actually alerting me to the fact that I had set it at a maximum of 73 degrees. So as you can tell, it's slowly been going up. I'm like, whoa! I don't know why you'd want to be alerted, why you'd want that feature, but if in the event that you were looking for some record number, set it to 110 degrees, and then you're like, whoa, it's blinking, it's 110 degrees. I don't know why you need that. But anyway, as you can tell, it is sunny out, and I guess I could have got that information outside, but everything else I couldn't have gotten off of Yeah, just the top of my head. That's it. My name is Beau. I look forward to demonstrating and reviewing. And remember, this is not a tutorial on how this thing works. Just refer to the directions. But hey, this is just a down and dirty consumer review and test. And oh, and by the way, I did walk about 100 yards away from this thing, and the connectivity was still good. There were 4 walls of my house between this, and it still had an excellent connection. Very, very surprised about the connection. Normally these little cheap things, they don't have good connection, but this does. Well done, Protmex, or however the heck you pronounce that. My name is Beau. I look forward to testing and reviewing more fun things here on Amazon.com.